Hello, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today with your host Ram. And well, on this Cricket Happening Show, we are going to look at the third day's play here in the match between India and Sri Lanka in the first Test match, where I would say Sri Lanka did very well. In fact, there were some very good performances if you look at it. This was a sort of a real eventful day, I would say, for both the teams, because what happened was there are certain good features that I would like to share. One is, in fact, Dinesh Chandimal. In fact, one was probably looking at Kumar Sangakkara getting into, because he was playing his last innings in international cricket, and he could have made it count, but unfortunately Sangakkara was out for 40, and that was his last innings in Test cricket, out for 40. Caught Rahane, bowled Ashwin, and he hit 5 fours. But what was very significant about today's play, that is on the third day's play, was that Dinesh Chandimal came up with a cracking knock. He decided that the only way to actually go and stem the spinners and stem the Indian attack was to really give it back to them, and what a way he did it. In fact, he did it in a splendid way, I would say, because he really attacked the Indian bowlers with absolute disdain. He was driving superbly, he was using the slot sweep to good effect, he was sweeping the spinners well, and Dinesh Chandimal rode on to his maiden Test century as he finished on an unbeaten 162 of 169 balls with 19 fours and 4 sixes in a total that Sri Lanka totaled 367 all out. So thus setting India 176 to win the match. And also let me tell you, on this particular day there was another world record which was set as far as catches were concerned. As you would remember, the world record which is held by Greg Chappell, I would say, because he had taken 7 catches once upon a time in cricket, and he was the non-wicket keeper player who has taken 7 wickets, and that is the record. I do remember there was an Indian player by the name Gurkeerat Singh who had actually taken almost equal Greg Chappell's record with 7 catches, if I am not wrong. And today there was a world record created as far as catches by a non-wicket keeper player was concerned, and it was Ajinkya Rahane today setting a record in the Test history, as he took 8 wickets by taking some beautiful catches in the slip region and on the gully region. What a day for Ajinkya Rahane! 8 catches in his bag today, and then Ravichandran Ashwin went on to take his 10-wicket haul, his first 10-wicket haul abroad, and that too in Sri Lanka. As I said, he was playing for the first time against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, and he picked up a 10-wicket bag as he added another 4 wickets to his tally, and he ended up with 10 wickets. And I'm sure if India win, Ravichandran Ashwin should be definitely the man of the match. And he was supported by Amit Mishra with 3 wickets, and 1 wicket apiece to Harbhajan Singh, Varun Arun and Ishan Sharma. India chasing 176 for no loss, had around 8 overs to play, but they lost the wicket of KL Rahul when Rangana Herath produced a real turning delivery, and KL Rahul couldn't fathom what was going on, and he was gone. LBW bowled Herath for 5, and that left India with another 160 runs to get, with the night watchman Ishan Sharma coming in, not out on 5, Shikhar Dhawan not out on 13, and India definitely tomorrow there is going to be a result, there's no doubt about it. But India have to really put their heads down. Today is the 4th day, and we might see some unusual behavior in the pitch. Already the pitch is turning, and Rangana Herath, who in the first innings disappointed, has already picked up a wicket. So that will really make him hungry for more, no doubt about it. And India will have to score 153 runs for victory tomorrow with 9 wickets remaining. So India definitely looking the favourites, I would say, at this stage of the game. Now, looking at what happened, just talking about what happened today, they started off the third day's play with Sri Lanka still in arrears, as you would know. They were 5 for 2, and they had to still score 187 runs to wipe off the arrears. Kumar Sangakkara was there, and Damika Prasad, the night watchman, was there. Varun Arun provided them an early breakthrough when he dismissed Damika Prasad, the night watchman, for 3. And after that, Angelo Matthews joined in Kumar Sangakkara, and both slowly, the score was 5 for 3 at that stage, and slowly they started forming a partnership with Angelo Matthews playing some very good strokes, and Kumar Sangakkara, as usual, his driving coming probably for the last time in world cricket. One is seeing Kumar Sangakkara's drives, and what a sad thing that, you know, Kumar Sangakkara, who I would say is still having a lot of cricket left in him, because he played in English county cricket and he scored a lot of runs. The other day he scored a century, as I remember, and Angelo Matthews and Sangakkara really stitched together a partnership of 87 runs, and that was the time. It was the Sangakkara was the first to go. Sangakkara was unfortunately on his last day in international cricket. He was caught by Ajinkya Rahane off the bowling of Ravichandran Ashwin for 40 with 5 fours. But what a player, what a retirement for Kumar Sangakkara, one of the great players to have great Sri Lankan cricket. Played his last innings today in Test cricket, and he was out for 40. Now Angelo Matthews then was joined by Chandimal. Now Chandimal came in and immediately meant business. He decided that the only way to combat the Indian spinners on this turning and bouncing track was to really give it back to them, and what a way Chandimal played. In fact, Chandimal, one would have probably never expected, no one would have expected that Dinesh Chandimal will come up with the goods in such a manner, and he totally, I would have said, he totally surprised the Indian bowlers here, because he really took the attack to the rivals' camp by playing some beautiful drives, some very good sweep shots of the spinners, some cut shots, and Angelo Matthews, who was watching at the other end, when Sangakkara was gone, Angelo Matthews' wicket was also gone, as it was Angelo Matthews getting out, caught by Rahul of the bowling of Mishra for 39 with 4 fours and 1 6, and Dinesh Chandimal, who was looking very aggressive at that stage, had to really receive some support, and that support definitely came, as it came in the form of Thirimani and Jahan Mubarak. Thirimani contributing 44 runs with 4 fours, and the other end Jahan Mubarak almost playing the Chandimal type way, as he also decided that he is going to taunt the spinners. So he taunked them for 2 sixes, and he hit 4 fours in a very lively knock of 49 of 60 balls. Harbhajan Singh picking up his wicket by beating him outside the off stump. So he was gone for 49. Thirimani's contribution was 44, becoming a victim of Ashwin. And Rahane always in the picture, as I said, taking a world record 8 catches by a non-wicket keeper player in Test cricket, and that was setting history. After that, it was Chandimal continued, and once he saw that Thirimani and Mubarak were gone, we saw more and more strokes coming from the blade of Chandimal, as he realized that he was the one to really put a target in front of the Indians. And he did it in such a manner. Not only did he reach his maiden century, he went on to make 162 runs, unbeaten runs at that, of 169 deliveries, 19 fours and 4 sixes, and I would say that with Kumar Sangakkara leaving the Sri Lankan scene, I've already said that class is form is temporary, but class is permanent, and this is what Dinesh Chandimal is. He is a permanent, he's a class player, he's a talented player. I told this on my cricket happening show. If you could go back and look at it and see what he has done, and I have absolutely no doubt that Dinesh Chandimal, I would not be surprised if he would be walking into the shoes of Kumar Sangakkara in the future. He's such a wonderful player. He has been a bit out of form, but I always said class is permanent, but form is temporary. And after that, after that, the tailenders was pretty quick work. Rangana Herath was out for 1. Kaushal got a good delivery from Ishan Sharma. He was gone for 7. And Nuwan Pradeep got a wonderful delivery. I thought it was a beautiful delivery that Nuwan Pradeep knew nothing about, as Ashwin went on to pick his off stump, and 367 all out thanks to Chandimal, and that set India a target of 176 runs to win the match. Now, as far as the bowling was concerned, as I said, Ravichandran Ashwin getting on to a record getting on to a 10-wicket haul in Test cricket. 28.2 over 6 maidens, 114 runs and 4 wickets to add to his 6-wicket tally in the first innings. Amit Mishra, 17 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 61, bowled excellently. Harbhajan Singh getting 1 wicket, 1 for 73 for him. Varun Arun, 7 overs, 1 for 39. And Ishan Sharma, 13 overs, no maiden, 1 for 77. Now set 176 runs for victory. India in the second innings. In fact, the skipper Angelo Matthews did not do what Virat Kohli did. In fact, he gave the new cherry to Damika Prasad, and then Rangana Herath was tossed the ball, and Rangana Herath obliged his skipper by picking up the wicket of KL Rahul. KL Rahul was absolutely beaten there by the turn and bounce, and KL Rahul was gone. LBW bowled Herath for 5. That was the only wicket that Sri Lanka got in those 8 overs, with India finishing on 23 for 1, with night watchman Ishan Sharma not out on 5. Shikhar Dhawan not out on 13 with 2 boundaries, and India tomorrow has the very good prospect of actually winning this first match of the test match of the series, whereby they need to score 153 runs with 9 wickets intact. And well, one thing I can say, definitely the favour of India, but one has to really wait and watch, because Rangana Herath definitely in the first innings disappointed, but we definitely saw some good turns for Rangana Herath here. I probably think that Rangana Herath will be a much pretty different bowler when tomorrow on the 4th day, and there will be a lot of cracks in the pitch. It will be interesting to see how the pitch behaves, and India also has to guard. They can't take anything for granted. They still have a long way to go, 153 runs still to get on the 4th day. It will be a pretty interesting proposition according to me. The bowling, Prasad 2 overs 1 maiden, none for 2. Rangana Herath 3 overs 1 for 13. Tadindu Kaushal 3 overs 1 maiden, none for 8. And that is the match situation. So India definitely eyeing victory, no doubt about it, but they have to be very, very careful. They can't take things for granted. It's the 4th day, and there is already turn in the bounce, and one probably thinks that there might be more turn and bounce tomorrow. You never know. So it will be interesting to see. I think India should not be taking anything for granted, and they have to put their heads down and chisel together partnerships and see to it that they keep their wickets intact. Otherwise, it could really put some pressure. So, but an interesting prospect of a day's play coming up, thanks to Dinesh Chandimal providing some real fireworks by making 160 to unbeaten runs. Now, from here, I'm going to talk about the final match of the tri-series. As you know, India A, South Africa A, and Australia A were playing a tri-series, the triangular series here in India, and today it was the finals of the tri-series, which is the India A versus Australia A. It was played at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, Chepauk, and probably one thought that Australia were favourites, but India surprised everybody today by lifting the tri-series cup here by beating Australia by 4 wickets. Now Australia A batted first. Their batting really floundered, I would say, to the Indian bowlers. With Indian bowler Sandeep Sharma, 6 overs, a bit costly, I would say, in fact very costly, in fact, 6 overs for 50 runs. Akshar Patel had 2 for 25, bowled very economically. Dhaval Kulkarni 1 for 32. Gurkeerat Singh, who later on, in fact, he took 2 wickets for 42, but what Gurkeerat Singh did with the bat was something which India would be proud of, because he was the one who took India, won the finals for India, because he kept a cool head under some tough circumstances. And then piloted the Indian team home with a very, very wonderful knock of 80 odd runs, which I'll talk about. Gurkeerat Singh 242, Karan Nair 9 overs 1 for 33. Karan Sharma bowled excellently with his leg spin, 10 overs no maiden, 3 for 37. The Australia A, if you look at the batting card there, Usman Khwaja, the top of the order, the captain, played a good innings. He played 70. He was the highest scorer with 76 of 88 deliveries with 7 fours. Joe Burns making 41 of 46 balls with 5 fours, 20 from Travis Head of 38 deliveries, no fours. Lynn making 5, 21 from Callum Ferguson of 41 balls with 1 4. Matthew Wade 1. Ashton Agar, who has gone into the Australian team now, as you know, for the One Day International Series against England, 15 of 25 deliveries. Adam Zampa was unbeaten on 15 of 22 deliveries. Nathan Coulter-Nile 5, Pattinson 11, Gurinder Sandhu not. So 226 was what the Australia A set India, 227 to win. And India A definitely didn't have it all. In fact, the Australian bowlers really stuck to a good mark. They started bowling in the right areas and really started throttling the India A batsmen, I would say. But then Mayank Agarwal at the top of the order. They got a good partnership between Mayank Agarwal and Unmuk Chand of 59 runs. Mayank Agarwal, who was the man of the tri-series, no doubt about it. He played some very good knocks. He was run out for 32 of 29 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. Unbeaten contributing 24 of 27 balls with 3 fours and 1 6. Manish Pandey was out for 9. Karun Nair was out for 0. Now that was the time when Kedar Jadhav left the scene at 108 in the 22nd over. It was really looking a bit dicey for India with half the side back into the pavilion. But Gurkeerat Singh had other ideas. Akshar Patel briefly survived, I would say, to make 16 of 21 balls. And when he was gone, the score was 142 for 6 in the 29th over. And Australia were definitely in with a chance to win the finals there. But Gurkeerat Singh, as I said, had other ideas. And but he just got the much needed support from a very talented player, Sanju Samson, the wicketkeeper batsman, and that enabled the India A. And Gurkeerat Singh really brought victory in a wonderful way as he slammed Adam Zampa, the leg spinner, for a 4, and then tonked him for 2 sixes to bring an end to the match, with Gurkeerat Singh remaining unbeaten on 87 of just 85 deliveries with 7 fours and 2 sixes, and Sanju Samson contributed a neat 24 of 42 balls, and unbeaten one at that, 1-4. And this partnership, which actually took, it was almost a 87-run partnership, and that's what took the Indian A team to victory by 4 wickets, and India A truly deserved that. Looking at player of the match, well, no guesses. It was Gurkeerat Singh, and player of the series went to Mayank Agarwal for playing some very good knocks throughout in this tri-series. And as far as the bowling was concerned, Pattinson 5 overs went for 30, Nathan Coulter 10 overs 1 for 49, Gurinder Sandhu bowled 7 overs 1 for 38, Ashton Agar 10 overs no made and 2 for 39, Adam Zampa went for some real tap there, and Gurkeerat Singh absolutely manhandling Adam Zampa, 9.3 overs 1 made and 61 runs on 1 wicket, and 2 overs for 11 runs for Travis Head. So that really brings an end to this cricket happening show of mine today. Hope you all enjoyed it, dear fans and subscribers. And tomorrow, as I said, it's an exciting cricket happening show coming up. But unfortunately, as you know, the cricket happening show on Saturday is always a late night cricket show. So you'll have to wait for me to come at night and actually do the proceedings there, in the sense talk about probably an Indian victory. But again, as I said, India has to be very careful. They can't take any things for granted, tomorrow being the 4th day, with already there's a lot of spin and turn and bounce available on the pitch. So I would really say there's an interesting prospect in store as far as the 4 days play in the first test match between India and Sri Lanka is concerned. Well, till such time, I see you on the late night cricket show on Saturday on this Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram signing off for the day. Thank you.